About the formula shortage that's plaguing the U.S. right now, because more people need to know about this. You go to your local Target, your local Walmart, you think you're going to get this formula your baby needs. Nope, shelves are bare. And there are babies that can't have just any formula on the shelf, like me. I'm going to insert a picture of what my daughter looks like when she has cow's milk, because she has a huge cow's milk protein allergy.
Hello everyone, welcome to this edition of Virus. We talk about the baby infant shortage, formula shortage. Yes, a lot of parents are trying to find ways, and they are suffering trying to find baby formula for their babies after a lot of retail stores have been recalled, and now it's been a crisis. But we'll get to that first. But first thing first, join in the conversation using the hashtag ViralWithYoungConnect. Don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe is caring. Tell a friend, call a friend, hit that subscribe button so you won't miss a thing here on Viral. Talk about the baby formula shortage crisis. Yes, the baby formula shortage crisis has been a crisis as many parents are suffering and trying to find ways and alternatives to feed their babies baby formula after a lot of store shelves, retail stores, retail chains, warehouses are out of stock of baby formula. Yes, this is kind of sad, unpredictable, but you never thought would expect it. But a lot of people are worried and wondering what's going on. Let's get the latest on what's going on with the baby formula shortage with this.
We've been looking all over. Gina Cheeseman from Sound Beach, New York, finds herself driving around for hours with her 10-month-old son, Mateo. Like so many new moms across the USA, all she sees are bare shelves.
Well, another store that doesn't have your formula.
Parents have become consumed by the hunt for formula. Moms are taking to social media to share their frustration.
It's nuts. It's insane.
The tears flow as they go from store to store to locate the few precious cans that are left.
Everywhere that I call, that I go, that I order, they tell me, oh, I'm sorry, we don't have any.
Casey Wheatman couldn't find formula, so she fed her baby regular cow's milk. But baby Palmer is allergic and broke out in a painful rash.
What are we going to do? Where are we going to go from here? How do formula moms feed their kids?
This mom enlisted the help of family members in 4 states.
Wyoming, North Dakota, Oklahoma, Texas, and New York. Luckily, we got 2 cans out of all of those states.
Then she found someone selling formula online at a huge markup.
There's a special place in hell for someone like this.
The growing crisis is affecting moms from all walks of life, like ABC's senior White House correspondent, Mary Bruce, a new mom.
I myself went to 7 stores yesterday before I was able to find formula for my own daughter.
Inventory is so low, stores have set limits on how much parents can buy.
These tickets indicate that you can take one up there and you can buy formula. However, they're actually all out.
Some moms are stepping up to help, pumping extra breast milk and donating it to milk banks.
I am purposely pumping more to try and help feed as many kiddos as possible.
Wow. This is the donated milk. These freezers at the New York Milk Bank are full of donated breast milk. The milk is pasteurized and bottled, then shipped to hospitals and moms who can't breastfeed or have run out of formula.
We like to call it liquid gold.
One solution to the growing crisis, stressing out moms everywhere.
It's been a complete nightmare.
As you saw right there, a lot of parents are trying to find ways to get baby formula for their kids and what the side effects will be. And it's a little bit devastating to hear that we're the United States and we're supposed to have baby formula coming our way, but it ends up not being that way sometimes. Let's look at what the people say and hear from parents, actual parents who are trying to figure out what to do next with this.
About the formula shortage that's plaguing the U.S. right now, because more people need to know about this. You go to your local Target, your local Walmart, you think you're going to get this formula your baby needs. Nope, shelves are bare. And there are babies that can't have just any formula on the shelf, like me. I'm going to insert a picture of what my daughter looks like when she has cow's milk because she has a huge cow's milk protein allergy. So what am I going to do when I go to the shelf and I can't get my formula I need? The pharmacist who fills the prescription formula can't fill it because they can't get it as back ordered 6 months, and I just have to sit there and stare at empty shelves and not know what I'm going to do next. So I'm home again. Formula is not available on any of the shelves. They're empty. Nowhere near 3 hours near me. Can't get the formula. What are we going to do? Where are we going to go from here? How do formula moms feed their kids? What are our options? This is crazy. I'm going to insert a video of what the shelves look like at my store.
Parents all across the country are worried about finding enough infant formula to feed their babies.
President Biden says he's directing his administration to do everything possible to address the national baby formula shortage. He will invoke the Defense Production Act to ensure manufacturers have the necessary ingredients to make safe infant formula. The emergency action allows the president to direct companies to prioritize orders for the federal government, which has only been used about a dozen times in the last 2 decades, mostly during the pandemic. The president is also launching Operation Fly Formula to import more product from overseas to speed up delivery.
We know where the product is, and we know we do not have enough. The bill is passed.
House lawmakers approved 2 bills Wednesday night. One would provide $28 million to the Food and Drug Administration to prevent future formula shortages.
This bill just continues the Democrats' strategy of throwing money at the same bureaucrats who caused the crisis.
The other loosens restrictions for families in the Women, Infants, and Children Nutrition Program.
I want to say to the moms struggling that we hear you.
Connecticut's Johanna Hayes received WIC benefits as a teenage mom and sponsored the measure.
I know what it means to run out of milk in the middle of the month, but many of these families, they had their WIC benefits but couldn't even use them at the store because the options that were available to them were off the shelves.
You saw right there, a lot of parents are worried, wondering on what's going on and what's next. It's unfortunate that happens, but you never want people to feel like they in dire need of something that should be available to them and ends up not being available. But, you know, hopefully something will come around. Something did come around recently. Let's look at the U.S. Department of Defense trying to step up to get baby formula from Germany with the air laugh with this.
Roughly 39 tons of baby formula landed in the U.S. city of Indianapolis on a military aircraft Sunday, arriving from Germany as the White House tries to address the critical shortage. They also announced that a second flight had been arranged. Megan Gendig, mother of a 7-month-old infant with a dairy allergy, said the delivery was a big relief.
They're lifesavers to so many children and so many parents, and I'm sure that not only babies are going to be able to go to sleep comfortably tonight because their parents are going to know that they actually have the food to be able to provide to them in the next place.
Agriculture Secretary Tom Vilsack, who greeted the plane, said around 17,000 children will benefit from this batch of formula. In February, a recall by top baby formula maker Abbott Laboratories said the closing of its manufacturing plant in Michigan has created one of the biggest baby formula shortages in recent history for U.S. families. Dr. Emily Weber at Riley Children's Health in Indianapolis says she's working with the community to deliver the goods.
These families and these children need these formulas to grow and thrive just every day, and so to see this kind of urgency in action is really, really special, and we wanted to be here to make sure that, you know, it all coming off the plane, knowing we're going to be working with our community partners, kids, and families, just really up close.
US President Joe Biden's administration is seeking to put over 1 million containers of Nestle baby formula on empty shelves. Last week, President Biden invoked the Cold War-era Defense Production Act to help increase supplies.
I know just how stressful that is.
So the U.S. Department of Defense along with President Biden, trying to do all it can to help parents in America to relieve them from the baby formula crisis. So this is a continued crisis as we look for going forward and moving forward, I meant to say. And hopefully this doesn't come around as another statistic like this. So we thank you for watching Viral. We talk about the baby formula shortage crisis and what's next. I've been your host, Kendra Dick, saying so long. We'll see you next time for another edition of Viral.